anytime you can do a move without using your paddle, it makes it a lot more fun. And the clean blunt to me is no exception. All clean blunt is doing a blunt where you're not using your paddle. And a lot of that comes from getting good edge control coming in and out of the water and having good control with your body. And it's a move I really enjoy because when it's done right, you get a lot of pop out of the water, and the boat actually pops a lot faster than it does if you were to use a normal blunt with your paddle.
All right, so you're having a great time doing air blunts. Then you're ready to do the clean blunt. The clean blunt is all the same techniques that you use for the air blunt. However, you're going to have to refine them just a little bit. Remember the few rules for play boating. Rule number one is with your body weight, you got to keep it over the boat. Also, remember the equal and opposite reaction thing. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You're going to have to use that force to get the boat to do the maneuver without a paddle stroke. What do I mean by that? Take everything you know about an air blunt already, which is get to the top of the wave. You're going to throw your edge-to-edge transfer as high on the wave as possible when you're first dropping in. And while keeping the weight over the boat, you're asking yourself, what's going to cause the boat or the bow to go through the water? Well, it's simple as this. When you reel the boat up on one edge and you do the quick edge-to-edge transfer, you need to make sure your body weight is forward and over the boat so that when you do the transfer and your rear end kicks up, the stern of your boat kicks up, you can push your feet down, literally leaning back slightly. What does that do? That makes the bow go down far enough to catch the green water and launch you back into a back surf. The most common mistakes that you'll find when you're first learning the clean air blunt is that when you go for the clean blunt, you just keep rotating, you don't keep your weight over the boat, and you land, your body hits the green water, and you flush off the back, almost like a half of a Pan Am or air screw. So here's probably the best progression for how to do the clean blunt. Assuming you're already doing a good air blunt and you can stick it on the wave, your next step for learning the clean blunt is going to be to start off really low angle. Don't worry about really impressing people with big air or super vertical. Go ahead and come down the wave and throw little aerial roundhouses. Initially start by tapping the water, just barely using your paddle to bring the boat around into a back surf. And then after you've tapped the water, you can either tap the water on the outside stroke or on the inside stroke. It doesn't matter. But the key is use the paddle to help you a little bit and don't go too vertical. Slowly but surely progress until you get a little bit more vertical, and then you'll notice you can just keep the paddle out of the water. Now ultimately, your objective of course is when you start dropping in, the paddle's over your head and you just go edge to edge, nice and vertical, big air, land in a back surf, all clean and super cool. If you can do that, then the air blunt is going to be a piece of cake from then on.